Hello everybody, what I want today is create an imaginary universe. Just make sure that's okay. Yeah, looks like it. Right, I'm not a scientist and I don't agree with a lot of the cosmologists on this. First question, what is nothing? The experts say that an infinite empty space and eternal time, which is what we all think of nothing, empty space going on forever. But the experts say that is something. Well, I agree in so much as if space and time don't exist, then we would be dead. And when you're dead, space and time don't exist. So, in order to observe space and time, we need to be conscious. And we wouldn't be able to ask the question if we wasn't conscious, would we? So if we was dead, we couldn't ask it. So, how do you get round all these silly questions that, we ask the question, where did the universe come from? What is nothing? What is space and time? And nobody will give us a sensible answer, will they? So what I want to do is create an imaginary universe and see how it goes. Right, just got to find my place. Right, you're up here. Right, so what is the energy in our imaginary universe? We start with a big void. We've got an empty space. We've got an empty void. There's absolutely nothing in it. What is the energy? The energy equals 0. Problem is you can't have that because Heisenberg's uncertainty principle says that if you know the position and the momentum of a particle, energy equals mc squared, doesn't it? So if you've got to add mass, you've got to have energy. So if you've got 0 energy, you know the position and the momentum of the equivalent mass. And you can't have that. So the energy can't be 0. So how can you have 0 energy and not have 0 energy? So it must be the average energy. Make sure I've got that okay. Yeah, it looks good. Now how can you have an average energy of 0? You would have to have negative energy, wouldn't you? Now, you can have positive energy and negative energy, and it adds up to an average energy of 0. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see what my notes say. Now, temperature is a measure of the average energy. And if you had 0 energy, you'd have 0 temperature. But you can't have 0 temperature because that breaks the third law of thermodynamics. Because the third law of thermodynamics, simplified, means that you can't have a temperature of 0. I know it's a bit more complicated than that, but essentially that's what it means. It means you can't get to a temperature of absolute 0. Well, we solve that by having negative energy. Now the average energy is 0. the temperature. The average temperature would be absolute zero. So now we're getting somewhere. Well, let's just scroll down my notes, if I can. Right, so what we got, we're going to build the universe from what? A void, negative energy, and positive energy. That's all we need. Now, that's taken care of the energy and the temperature. We've now got an average energy of zero, an average temperature of absolute zero. But in order to do that, we've had to create negative energy. We've also had to create a void. Now, in my opinion, the void would exist. Even though the experts say that is something, I would say that is nothing. Now we know that we're here, so we know that there must be energy, and to have an average energy of nothing, you'd have to have negative energy. Right, so we want to create a bubble universe. Right, you know from quantum mechanics that you get virtual particles popping in and out of existence. Just scrub this lot out. If this works. Not very well. Different colour. Right, so we've got some energy in the quantum field, and you've got a positive particle and a negative particle. These come from the quantum fluctuations in the energy field. Now we've already decided on some energy. We've got negative energy and we've got positive energy. So now we've got a positive virtual particle and a negative virtual particle. Now I'm going to call that one the bubble universe. So now, how long does that bubble last for? Well, in quantum mechanics, only lasts for a brief fraction of a second. But we've got Einstein's theory of relativity. What does that tell us? It tells us that time and space are relative. So what does that mean? It means that 1 second for one person could be 1 billion years for another person. So the question is, are the quantum mechanics right? Was Einstein's theory of relativity right? And can you have a void, and have you got negative energy? And if you agree with all those things, then I've just created an imaginary bubble universe. Let's look at the notes. Right, now the next question is, we've got two particles. Here's one. That's ours, our universe. And we've got this one. And that's gone somewhere else, hasn't it? Where's it gone? Now there's our matter and there's our antimatter. They're in two completely different universes. See, in my imaginary universe I've only got matter. In another bubble universe I've got antimatter. So my bubble universe, my imaginary one, has got a new Big Bang with only positive matter, and how would it inflate? I mean, you've got two particles there, haven't you? You've got these two are going to annihilate eventually. So as one comes into existence at the same time as the other one, they exist for a period of time and then they annihilate and go back to zero. Well, not zero, to the energy of the field they came from. So how long does this take? So obviously they must expand and then pull back into each other. So that explains, you see, not only that you've got a bubble universe lasts a period of time, and a negative universe lasts for the same amount of time, and then they both combine and disappear together. So that explains where the antimatter went. Now, in our universe, the observable universe, we can't explain what happened to the antimatter. And it doesn't explain how you get something from nothing, because according to the cosmologists, the Big Bang started from a singularity, which is basically nothing. Nothing existed before. No space, no time before the Big Bang. And then that expanded and became our observable universe. So providing we believe in the theories that are available to us, all we needed was an empty void and some negative energy, because that would take care of the positive energy. So the negative energy would return us to zero. So we started with nothing. If you accept that a void is nothing, then this works. What are the objections? Now the answer is, I don't know. But they probably won't accept it anyway, and they probably think I'm stupid. But I can't think of a better explanation, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching.